Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony, and it's time for the Shisu quest, which, well, is kind of a mini-game in and of itself, really, since there is a tangible reward at the end of it. Not that it's, like, terribly good. There's a series of possible rewards you could possibly get, but I'm not especially concerned about any of them, mostly because the Fairy Village exists and has better stuff. For the most part. But, yes, in order to get the Shisu side quest, you need to come back here to the Negus Gorge in Central Windia and talk to Kimiko here, which I've already done in my last video for LP proper, and now she'll tell us where all the different stuff is. Yeah, what's mackerel? This actually can be another of the more annoying parts of this. Yeah, it can only be caught here. There's a new fishing spot that's appeared now that we've talked to Kimiko and started the Shisu quest. Ah. Yes, there is. And if you want the best possible outcome for Shisu, you're going to need a particular size of mackerel, and that's the only thing that can be kind of annoying. Shelly seeds, this is, well, as far as I can tell, this is not a real seed in real life, so... Yeah, it grows close to the water, and it literally right outside this house. Ah. Around here, literally right behind the house. Ah, yes we can. That's an easy one. Skipping this for a moment. Horseradish, I actually had this in my inventory. It's the only ingredient that we can get ahead of time for whatever reason. Probably because, just so you can, like, see that it's there. Yeah, you taste that, helps block out. Well, it's not really like a mustard. It's in the same family as mustard, but then it's also in the same family as, like, broccoli and cabbage, so... Yeah, it's not really a mustard in itself. Yes, we've seen that before. I actually have 3 in my inventory. I'm gonna need a total of 7 for the best possible outcome. Ah, yes, you'll either want to use the teleporter in Windia to get over to the Donamines region, or just walk over there. You'll have to walk over the mountain manually, though. Yes, the vinegar. This is the part that trips a lot of people up, because even though they give you very specific instructions, you still can easily mess it up. In fact, even if you know how to do it properly, sometimes you'll still mess it up, say from experience. A bit of a sour taste. Try being a super taster like me. Oh, God, vinegar. Ugh. I mean, not that I absolutely hate it, but man, it's easy for it to be overbearing. Ah. Yes, I'm gonna do that last just so I can, well, demonstrate that, well, in a very special way, as it were. You'll see. Hopefully in a way that's easy for folks watching this video to understand, so... well, I guess I can do this now. Why not? Squeeze it together. Yeah, it's more like kneading. Ah. Yeah, we don't really need to know this part right now. Nope, thank you. Now, first things first is the Shelly seeds, since they're literally right here. I showed you in the video last time in the LP proper there that, well, we can't even interact with this tree before this before this quest. Well, now we can, and there's actually a couple things that could happen here, including nothing, or... Okay, nothing, yeah. And we can get Shelly seeds! We'll always get 9 at a time as far as I know. Yep, no, not that. Yeah, we'll always get 9 at a time for the best possible, or at least one of the best possible outcomes. You need at least 15, so I need to get a second set. Another thing that can happen is a caterpillar can fall down and bite you, and Pekka will lose 1 whole HP. Ooh. But yeah, I got my second Shelly Seeds there. Can I, like, show off the caterpillar? Apparently not. I don't need a ton of Shelly Seeds there. Okay, fine. I'll just sell the rest. They're only worth like 5 HP, if I'm not mistaken, right? That's what it said, right? Yeah, 5 HP, just like the horseradish. So. Oh. I thought that was actually going to be closer to that. Whatever. I'll be selling my excess later, because 5 HP is nothing. And otherwise, let's just get out of here real quick. Fastest way is over this way, I think. Maybe it'd be faster to go the other way. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, now that we've started the Shisu quest, a new fishing spot has opened. Incidentally, this is the second to last fishing spot in the game. Yeah, but that Micah's specialty, Shisu, can be found here and only here. Yeah, we got pufferfish, which I don't care about. Unfortunately, I don't have to care about it because they only go for the floating bait and are the only fish that go for the floating bait here. There are 6 of them. We've got Martian squid. There's only 2 of them. They go for the worm bait. But yeah, I don't care about these guys either. And lastly, we have a new fish, which of course is the mackerel. They want, there are 12 of them here. They want worms, just like the Martian squids, but they're really easy to pick out. Because, no, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. Ah! Yeah, because, well, Martian squid looks like a, well, octopus, technically. And, well, the mackerel looks like a fish. And it's easy to tell them apart from the puffers, too, because they're the slightly larger, lighter colored ones. I think all 3 of those are puffers, unfortunately. Yeah, that one right there, it's, like, kind of out in the middle. No, actually, I want the heavy Caro, please. Yeah, that should... Oh, that's a little far, I think. Yeah, that one should be a mackerel. Oh, there's one right behind it, too. These guys don't usually put up much of a struggle despite having decent stamina there. Like, they'll struggle a little bit, but they'll, like, never deplete their whole bar, pretty much. So, yeah, they're typically pretty easy to reel in.
Very good.
Ooh, not bad, not bad. Yeah, new record with the mackerel there. These guys can get up to 70 centimeters. It's kind of notable for the purposes of the Shisu quest in itself. We don't actually, we are going to have to worry about the size of the mackerel, but not for like the individual item in our inventory. For the purposes of the side quest, it's based on whatever our current record is. So since I have 57 centimeters as my current record, any mackerel I catch from here on out that are smaller than that will also be considered 57 centimeters. And if I get one that's a higher record, like 60 centimeters or 70 centimeters, for example, then all mackerel in my inventory will be considered that record. Now, for the best possible Shisu, we are going to need at least 68, unfortunately. Oh yeah, this guy's worth up to 300 points for the largest possible size there. I actually might want to try to catch one that's a little closer. They just exit out, because they can be like right near the shore there. But yeah, since there's 12 of them, they're pretty easy. And it's a generally pretty easy fish to catch in general. I'm surprised it actually depleted all of its stamina there. They don't usually do that. But, yeah, usually I'm pretty lucky and I can catch a fairly large one fairly early, but every now and then this will take a while. Oh, good, there's one right there. Hey, you. Yeah, every once in a while this will take a while. And the mackerel is not a useful fish as far as items go. You can't use it for anything other than the Shisu cycle. Oh. Really? 1 point short? Thanks a lot. Yeah, now all mackerel in my inventory are considered 67 centimeters for the purposes of the quest. But, yeah, you can't use it as an item in itself. And outside of the Shisu quest, it is used to in the final Manilo shop. You can use it to purchase ivory dice. I believe along one red catfish and one spearfish, if I remember correctly. Neither of which, especially the red catfish, neither of which are especially easy to catch. And you need like 5 mackerel per ivory dice there. So, well, I wonder if 67 would actually work. Because it's supposed to be like 68 or larger. I don't especially care about the best reward there. So, you know what? Let's try 67 just for the heck of it. Now, for the next part, well, I could go get the vinegar easily enough. Well, theoretically easy enough by going over there, but I'm gonna go over to get the horseradish first instead, which easily enough I can just teleport over there, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Now that we're over in the Donna region, the horseradish are easy enough to find, although I do have to walk out of what's-his-face's dang house there, which is up on a freaking hill for some reason. Yeah, now that I'm over here, we just need to walk over here to the forest area. It's here on Ogre Road, but don't go on this side of Ogre Road. Come from this direction. Actually, I don't think I had to actually go over here. Whoops. Yeah, you want to come from this direction, because it's a little closer to where we want to go. Should just be, like, straight up from here, although if I fight anything, I will almost certainly fight something there. Yeah, so let me just fight those guys real quick. Oh, a freaking Goo Titan as well? Dang! Maybe I should try to steal from this guy. As long as I'm here. Since he has a life shard and all that. Jeez. Anyway. Freaking Goo Titan. Yeah, we got horseradishes here. Since I already have 3, I only need 1 more. Because I need 7 of these. These are... Come on, face the right direction. Yeah, these are... Oh, dang it. I'm just going to run away from whatever this is. But yeah, these are easy enough to collect, although it's kind of annoying where it is. Because, yeah, you might run into a bunch of enemies that'll, well, freaking deal damage to you like this. Really? Oh, wait, you guys always attack the character with the lowest HP. That's right. I forgot about that. So, anyway... Wow, you guys still didn't attack Peiko? Jerks. Sheesh. Yeah, let's actually, like, show how to get here easily enough. Yeah, there we go. Up and around that way. I mean, I guess I could have shown you going the other way, but... Whatever. Oh, wow. Nah. Yeah, let's not do that. So anyway, over to the vinegar, which, of course, I'll be going back through the, Oh, well, actually, I need to get 1 more horseradish anyway, so... Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then go over to the vinegar over at the coffee shop in Eastern Windia. Alrighty, we're back at the coffee shop, and, well, which should be in the bottom right corner. You can see my controller there, which hopefully will help a little bit. Now, for the coffee shop, well, it's a little bit faster to come from this direction. Now, not special for this, but mandatory for this, you can see that I have Gar in my party, because, well, this is just something else he must do. Because, well, they had to use that pulling animation for something, but, yeah, there's let's see, I think a couple people around who will talk about vinegar. Maybe. I don't think the other people, I mean, the other people around here have, like, new-ish stuff to say, but, yeah, for the most part, it's nothing terribly interesting. Oh, you did you? Maybe, that's some people's thing. This guy will just drink his beer and will take a really long time to take a long drink of it, but what we need to do is come over here and talk to this guy. Gar, where'd you go? And talk to this guy. I do. And Vinegar, thank you. Hey. Theoretically, yes. I mean, he does have the highest attack stat in the game, naturally, but... unfortunately. But yeah, this one, a lot of people really have a hard time with this particular one. I know exactly how to do it, but I still end up messing it up every once in a while. That's why I've got the little controller thing down there. He's actually going to give us a exact, well, technically exact directions to how to do it there, so... Also, we can't, despite how it may sound, we actually can't practice during this little demonstration of his either. Yeah, by hitting the triangle button, which is this one up here. And yeah, he'll just do that automatically. When the bucket, well, because it's a demonstration, when the bucket at the end of the rope, yeah, hits water, you'll hear a splash sound. Yeah, when you do, stop lowering the rope. Also make sure, yeah, you remember how many times you push the button. That is the important part. Then use the directional button to move the bucket back and forth. You can kind of do it like this, or you can kind of press other directions too. You can do this however much you want. This will not mess you up. Basically, you're waiting for, well, this sound effect to stop whenever you're, you know, doing this. So, usually it's like, you'll hear it like 4-ish times, so. And then you, yeah, when you're done filling the bucket, pull the bucket up by pressing the X button, this one, or whatever you have designated as those two buttons, by the way. Because if you changed it, well, he's not going to tell you the correct one as far as I know. Yeah, and it must be the same number of times as you press the triangle button. Once you hit that number, stop! So we do need to make sure to count exactly with the triangle there. Yeah, that's how we draw water. Yes, we do. And for some reason, vinegar. Well, he says if you press it too slowly, you don't want to do it absurdly fast because you won't be able to, like, get your exact number for the triangle button there either. So just do it at kind of a steady pace. I'll show, well, hopefully be able to demonstrate this correctly. Yep. Lots and lots of people have messed up. I'm going to save state here, just so I don't have to listen to that, because I think he says that explanation every time, I think. Maybe. He might not. I haven't really, like, messed with that part, but yeah, I'm gonna say no. Yeah, see? You can mess it up multiple times even if you know how to freaking do it! Jeez! Yeah, I practiced this like 10 times and I was only able to do it like 4 out of 10 times in the before, so. Alright, here we go. Ready, set, and make sure we don't do it too fast because you won't be able to like keep up or figure it out, but or the number exactly, because you might press it an extra time, and I think if you do press it an extra time, you actually have to do it and press X an extra time afterwards, but anyway. Wow, 22? Really? Okay, maybe it's not 17. I didn't think it could get that high. But yeah, as you can see, nothing's happening there. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I don't know how well that will help anybody, but that's how you're supposed to do it. I mean, even knowing that, I still messed it up twice. So... Now, I've seen sources that say you'll get like kind of a random number between like 2 to 4. I've always gotten 4. I don't know if I'll actually have to do this again because I only need 4 vinegar out of this. So, you have some vinegar. Yeah, you got vinegar and... Yeah, come back if you ever need more water. I hope not. Better not. I've always gotten 4. Yeah, so I don't know about the whole random number thing. So, yeah, there's the vinegar chance of restoring status. I assume that's like that cruddy status, the Crocs tears. I assume it's probably the same thing. I've never bothered with using it, but yeah, Crocs tears suck. So, anywho, we're done with that. So let's go back to Kimiko to get our, well, do the Shisu proper there, shall we? Good grief. Alright, anyway, I got, well, all of our ingredients, including a mackerel that's 1.2 small, according to, well, the various sources I've seen for what size you need there. So now we just need to talk to Kimiko again, and she'll go over the whole process of actually making Shisu. Yep, I do. Yeah, slicing the mackerel. Okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah, depending on how big a fish you catch. So, yeah, that was that whole thing. Yeah, I got 57, or 6, wait, was it? I got 67, didn't I? I think, didn't I? It wasn't 57, was it? I hope I got 67, but yeah, it's supposed to be 68 or larger, so let's just see if whatever I've got works. It doesn't especially matter. Like, if you do it terribly, you can still do this, even with a terrible. But yeah, how many Shally Seeds? More Shally Seeds you use, the bigger the ball will be. Yeah, that's, well, kind of why it reminds me of, oh, I can't even think of it now. Yeah, the trick is to make sure the, yeah, size of the ball matches the size of the mackerel slices. So, yeah, that's why you need the, well, as many Shally Seeds as I want to use here. I'll show you in a moment. Sushi, that was the word I was trying to think of. I was like, I kept thinking Shisu, and I was like, wait, no. I was like, oh, sushi. You know what? It uses like the same letters, just in a different order slightly. I wonder if that is if that's like how they got the idea. Huh. Because as far as I know, I don't think Shisu's a real thing either. Yeah, something like that. How much horseradish? Right. They don't really give you a very good idea of that. That's probably the hardest part then, I suppose, in making the Shisus. At least as far as in-game directions go. Yeah. And then there's kneading the Shisu. We are, yeah, you have to remember is, yeah, the Shally will, yeah, shrink one Shally Seed. Yeah, we will get a visual cue for the very first time we need it, but we will not get any for additional kneading. So, yeah, even though it won't visibly change, we will still be needing it twice. And only twice. Yep, thanks for everything. Oh. Is this the same thing? I think it's the same thing, right? Is it? Hang on a sec. Oh, yeah, it is the same thing. Okay, never mind. Oh, mackerels. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize you gave us such a specific... Oh. Oh. Okay, I didn't realize you gave us this much more specific directions. I didn't realize that. I always thought she just repeated the same recipe from earlier. Well then, maybe that's a little bit more helpful. Yep. Now that we know the recipe and everything, we do need to sail back over to Parch, which is easy enough. Yeah, in case you forgot, it's right over here. And we need to get over to the Elder's house, which is in, well, I guess the easternmost part of the village. Yeah, because remember, this direction I'm facing now is north in this game. So, get out of the way, frickin' sea lice! Good grief. Hey. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Well, there might be. I have a way, man. Yeah. Yeah. Get your fish-eating mayor, fish-hating mayor to eat fish. What's with this epic music? Oh my god, really? They make it sound so much more exciting than it actually is. Yeah, let's try it. Oh my god! Alright, so... yeah, we got our mackerel. And, yeah, click on the mackerel. We want to add 15 shally seeds. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We want to add, well, 7 horseradish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we want to add 4 vinegar, which is all of it. Alright, and then we want to knead it. We will get 1 visual cue, and then when we press the button a second time, I don't think we even get a sound effect, I think. Let's see. So 1. And then 2. Yeah, well, okay, I guess we sort of get a visual cue there. So, let's see if I did that right. I actually don't especially care about what we end up getting out of this. If you need it a 3rd time, you'll actually get the 3rd reward. Because, you know, it's like number 1 reward, number 2 reward, number 3 reward, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You'll get the number 3 reward if you need it a 3rd time using the directions I told you. Remember, that, well, at least should be a 68 centimeter mackerel. You saw what it was. Or 67, sorry. I'm curious, because, yeah, for the number 1 reward we can get is the Shaman's Ring, which is weaker than the Spirit Ring, since it only reduces AP cost by 25%, not counting dragon transformations and upkeep. Yes, it is. Eat away. Wow. Yeah, number 2 possible reward is the Lacquer Armor, which I don't especially care about either. Number 3 reward is the Barbarossa, which, well, it's a nice cost reduction there. Number 4 reward is the Sage's Frock, which is one of the next armors that I think is female only, if I remember correctly. I wouldn't mind getting that. Next one is Wisdom Fruit. Next below that is Wisdom Seed. And the worst possible reward you can get is the Ammonia. Oh, yes. A lot like wasabi. In fact, as I understand it, well, besides being part of the same family, for very obvious reasons, because as I understand it, horseradish and wasabi actually come from the same plant, just one's the root and one's the plant itself. I just don't remember which is which. Ah. Cool. Yeah, Outer Sea. Yeah, I guess so. But I knew better. Do you? Ah, yeah, you do. Even though we weren't gonna force feed you fish otherwise. Yeah, he gives us the sea charts. Yeah, remember that little question mark area I went to in a previous, I think it was the previous video. Yeah, we're gonna need to go there now that we have the sea charts. Ah. That's where you'll find him. So he's actually still alive, which means this whole legend started not terribly long ago. Oddly enough. Ah. Maybe. Don't I? I did not. Yeah, thanks for the Shisu. Is it his wife or is it the other guy? I think it's the other guy. Yeah, he should give us the prize. And I got... Oh, okay, I got the number 10 because I was 1 point short lacquer armor, which is... Well, it's an okay armor. I'm not especially concerned about it, honestly. I mean, it's stronger, but it weighs a lot. Unfortunately, like, all the armor for Ryu and Rei and Gar at this point has a weight of, like, 6 or higher for the most part, except for, like, rare drops. So, yeah, this one I'm not especially concerned about. Yeah, for obvious reasons, Pego cannot equip this. I don't think Rei can either. Oh, he can. Well, what do you know? Anyway, yeah, there's that. So, yeah, I'm just going to accept that as is, and I'll be, well, going on to, well, find the Ancient Mariner next time on Let's Play Breath of Fire 3. Arrivederci!